Welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it's 6 p.m. I'm doing alright today. I set it in Into the Breach. I think it'll be. Think about it. It'll actually be the episode that goes up today. But yeah, I've been feeling, okay, but not a ton better. I think I sound better, but I don't know. I've had throughout my life, I've had like a persistent like congestion issue, and I think that getting my teeth taken out uh, agitated it because I've been feeling like a sore throat. It might also just be like natural to get a sore throat from getting your teeth pulled. Who knows? But either way, I'm not doing so bad that I can't record, but I haven't really wanted to stream because talking for 4 hours is tough. Talking for an hour is tough, honestly. But you know, we take breaks, we breathe between sentences, we drink water, and we'll be okay. I'm doing alright, don't you worry about me. Anyway, let me ask you a question and let's get going. I hope you're doing well, by the way. I always make it about me. I never ask about you anymore. I hope you've been well. How you been doing? Been doing alright? I hope so. Anyway, now I will ask you a question and we will get going. I want to talk about sunglasses today. I don't know if I've ever talked about sunglasses. How do you feel about sunglasses? When I was younger, my parents, I wear glasses, like regular glasses, and my parents always got me the transition lenses that go to night, or not night, go to sunglasses on your regular glasses, and I thought they were cool, but I don't know. When I got my glasses most recently, I was like, I want to try living life without those, and I haven't really noticed a difference. It's probably because I don't go outside very often, to be honest with you. And like when I do, I'm usually just driving and I put the visor up or whatever. So, I don't know. But like regular sunglasses, I can't wear because I'd have to get really big ones that go over my eyes or prescription, and I'm just not doing that. Go over my eyes, go over my glasses. I don't know. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I think that they do look kind of cool, though. I'll be honest with you. But you let me know how you feel, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today, Stygian, Hellhorned. We got Rage Talos, Darkness Arcus, Sap Seraph, Offering Token, Welder Helper, Ice Storm. This clan combo is pretty hit or miss, but I'm feeling good today about it. Let's take Cuddlebeard to start. And yeah, I mean, I took Cuddlebeard, I'll take Chillwind. I'm kind of moving away from Conduit a little bit. A little bit. I'm down to take the artifact, it could be something very good. All three of these are extremely good. I think Advanced Prototype is what I'm going to take because there's a question of surviving the early game. I've been thinking about it lately, in this game and in Into the Breach, and I don't know, like, what I would do here often, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe I've just been playing the game incorrectly, I don't think so, but I would think about taking Lost Luggage because it's very good in the long term, where Advanced Prototype becomes worthless, but Advanced Prototype is just a guarantee that I get past Talos, which is not a guarantee in Stygian Hellhorned, so doesn't it feel like I should just take this instead and take the guarantee? I can probably piece together something that wins in the endgame. Basically what I'm saying is let's start losing in the endgame before we start thinking about how to fix losing in the endgame. Oh, if you don't mind, by the way, I'm gonna pause real quick. I wanna go see if I have anything I wanna put in the oven while I record this. I'll be right back. You won't notice. Alright, let's get to it. Am I gonna take this unit draft? Yeah, I am. Because Train Stewards do 10. I have Ice Storm. I'm gonna not. I think you can make an argument for taking it, but I'm a little worried I die to the boss. Just a little. I think we'll be okay, but I could be missing out on some sort of absolute game winner. You never know, right? It's a bit of a tough call, I think, but we're ushering in a new era of playing the game overly safe. Let's go offering tokens here. I have Welder Helper. I probably would have been fine. I mean, almost certainly, but you know. Let's start playing a little more conservatively and see where we end up. The boss does die to 2 trained stewards though, so you know, I probably would have been fine. I mean, I definitely would have been fine. 100%. I thought for some reason I was gonna die to the boss there. I took that trial. Crypt Builder with 2 offering tokens sounds good. I mean, Ritual of Battle makes a lot of sense here. It's a scaling card. Makes sense. You could pick a sweeper here potentially. Endless plus 25? Man, I wonder what unit I want to see here. Too bad. I actually do want to play Coldcaelia. Man, if there was a hot shark here, we just win the game. Endless plus 25 with Cuddlebeard? That's crazy. I want to try Coldcaelia. I'm giving her another chance. I think this unit is usually awful, but I have rage scaling, I have spells, it could be good. Ooh, Light's Gift means she doesn't need quick, that's also pretty nice. Yeah, Light's Gift means you can skip quick for her. I like that. We have Cuddlebeard. So, what does she need now? She needs multi-strike, and I kind of want to give her a plus 25, but I will have to go to another steel shop at the very least, so I'm gonna wait. Thinking about it, because like, I'm gonna move on. I think you could take the plus 25 there, but with Light's Gift I am absolutely down. Because we can just slap Coldcaelia top floor with Tethys. 2 Sirens on the bottom floor, or sorry, 2 Train Stewards on the bottom floor, pardon me. And we should be alright. I'll have to do a little bit of thinking about what I want. I know it's multi-strike. Is it 2 multi-strikes? I don't think it is. I'm gonna take the guaranteed collector here, which is Frozen Lance Ice Storm. Train Steward is probably a little better, but there's a chance you don't get the collector. I know it's a small chance, but it's not like we're at risk of losing this combat, so why give yourself even a slight chance, right? Ah, because I'm taking damage here now. That's why. Because this floor does no damage, I see. And these guys don't have... I see. Well, I take 4. It's an interesting situation, isn't it? I'd say I was hoping to draw like Crypt Builder or Ritual on that turn, and I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. But... it's a pretty minor scenario that makes me take 4. I think a lot of times you take 0 there. I really what I think is you'd have to spend a lot more time thinking about it to figure out if that's good or bad. You have to really reason out the risk reward there. It's fine. I'll be alright. I go Crystallis here. I go Hornbreak here. Kill priority target better than AoE, I think. There is a Hellhorned unit I would play here. It's Brandon. But if you play Brandon, you have to find something. You have to. I want to give her like an Armor Shark infusion on Coldcaelia here. I don't know. It's kind of looking like. Brandon, though, you can play 2 of them. I think I'm gonna go to the steel shop. I think multi-strike is too important to not be looking for it. We can go Incan Armor 2. It's a little better than plus 25. We don't need quick now because of Light's Gift. Multi-strike. I think that, and at the end of the day, what you have to look at here is you have to think about this in terms of, well, what if I didn't see that there? Because it's equally likely that we don't see those there. I mean, it's likely that we don't see specifically multi-strike there, right? It's not, it's like 50-50. But at the same time, you also have to look at it, I guess, through the lens of what if you don't see Brandon here, right? It's not like he's guaranteed. And so ultimately, I guess it just doesn't matter. I took Extreme Stone and there was good old Wingmaker here. Oh, you know what though? I could go one size Coldcaelia. No, that seems awful. If I see Brandon though, that could be good. But I won't be able to infuse. Wingmaker is really good, but also, you know what? I actually want to do nothing here. Not necessarily for the -1, but for the +10. And base attack on Coldcaelia seems really useful here, actually. You might find that to be a little contentious, but I don't really think Wingmaker makes a huge difference here. I mean, I guess it does do like 72 damage, or some shit like that. Yeah, it is 72. You're right. But, you know. It's fine either way. It's a lot of reasoning that you have to do to suss that one out, and ultimately I think I'm just gonna say it's fine. This is a lot of min-maxing that we're talking about here. I'm gonna play Ice Storm. Yeah, just put like 100 damage on Talos there. This is Rage, okay. Do you see a reason this Welder Helper can't stay? I don't. Get him, buddy. So, where are we going now with this run? Well, we're probably just going to make as many rituals as we can, and we're going to go from there. Because every ritual we play, ultimately we want to play like -1, or no, Value Stone holdover, but I don't think that's super valuable. Or rather, I'll talk about it more when we get into the next ring. Yeah, Train Stewards. And I don't know. Do you think the advanced prototype take was correct? I think it was correct if I took that first trial, but for some reason I talked myself out of taking the first trial. I don't know. I think advanced prototype is correct for the time that we took it because hey, you don't know what this is going to look like, do you? It might not end up being so clean. I'm not going to take Ancient Synergy here because this deck is already expensive and we're going to have... I mean, you'll see it when we get in the next ring, but we're going to be fighting against all of these rituals. I actually don't hate Spike of the Hellhorned here because it is an incant as well, so it's a free incant that we get to dump our excess energy into to get a little rage out of. Man, this card, I think this is another one of those cards that just got left behind. Because when you think about it, back when Ritual was 3 energy, gains 6 rage, Spike of the Hellhorned was a great value. I mean, not great, but it was good, right? 3 energy, you get 6 rage and 6 armor. That's pretty good, but now that Ritual's 10, this card is awful. I think it needs to be like 5x on both. 15 rage, 15 armor at 3. That's a little more right, or maybe like 2x, 5x, something like that. I don't know. There is a reasonable case to be made for putting Demon Fiend on Coldcaelia here. But it's so hard to not pick Titan Sentry in a run where he shows up. However, it does force me to go to the Steel Shop to try and give him Endless. Without Endless, he's pretty bad. We go here, Steel Shop, and then hope there's Endless, or here. Yeah, because I'm going to want to sell Vent. Oh, this is a really shitty remainder, huh? There's only 2 magic shops left on this whole run. That's not great. Okay. With that in mind, what if you played 2 Coldcaelias with a base attack of 41? That's 160 AoE. I'm gonna take Demon Fiend. Yeah, I'm gonna take Demon Fiend here. And then I like energy here, because we're gonna be paying a lot for Ritual, and I want extra energy for Spike. I know I always like to take the draw first, but I think that this time around it does make sense because I'm going to look at duplicating Ritual no matter what. Plus I can play Demon Fiend in the next combat now. Yeah, so with this, yeah, I'm gonna go right. I want the removals. The whole point of not taking Shark was so that I don't have to take this Merchant of Steel. Ooh, energy makes Impsicle. Rage +1 damage per stack or Impsicle. I think Impsicle is better. Yeah, I think Impsicle is better. And then we're pretty much just gonna kick Tethys off of the floor. And that's okay. I cut 2 of the train stewards. 2 of them can stay for now. They're still good. Yeah, no, I actually think that the base stats are worth it here. I think it's better just to go 30-30. You gotta do a lot of thinking about it, I feel, in terms of how much is enough. I think Demon Fiend is right on the line of being enough stats for what you're paying in one space. Large Stone just doesn't feel like enough anymore, but Demon Fiend is pretty close. Okay, I'm ready. I felt like I was missing something here, but no. I don't have the Demon Fiend infusion done yet. And I'm 45 pack shards, so taking spikes 4 here is probably not good. However, I do get to play Demon Fiend, which is pretty fun. Go get him, buddy. Pop off, brother. He doesn't actually like... you know, he does something there, I guess. So, now as well, I want to look a little more for trinkets on this run. What a shame on the ritual here. But, it is what it is. Green Steward takes enough to let Demon King clock a 50 in, which is worth. Grab Collector. Clocking 50 damage here should stop me from getting hit. But trinkets are good because we can get anything that interacts with imps, and that's really good with Impsicle. This run basically just suddenly became an imp run. Behind your back. While you weren't looking, I switched the tapes actually. This is now an imp run. Impsicle's doing it to you. 2 Transcendence. Hey, can I get that luck again? Can you keep that coming, Nor? I should play Welder Helper. I should also kill Welder Helper. I missed my ritual, which is going to leave me a little bit behind, but it's okay because we have Tethys, actually. You're going to find that, of course, to be a, is this guy serious sort of statement, but Tethys will carry us through some of these combats. Tethys doesn't do a bad job here. An extra turn is an extra turn to draw an imp. It's another Welder Helper here, for example. Tethys is going to mount enough Frostbite to kill this boss in what would otherwise be a lost position. So don't forget to thank your local Tethys every now and then. She still does something. She's just going to act as a way to transition out of it. Or we're just going to transition out of Tethys when we hit all of our stuff. I like Unnamed Tome here. Yeah, not Titan's Tooth. I think Imp in a box is a little bit over the top. It's a lot of imps that I just don't know if I can afford. I took energy. I'm allowed to play Imp in a box. You can't stop me. And now we're gonna go to the Hellhorned. I want to removal... Well, first of all, what's here? Value Stone. That goes on Ritual. And I'm gonna take the Pact now, because this is just giving yourself 30-30 stats is high value. Very high value. And then... Stone Piercing? No, definitely not. I'm going to double Coldcaelia here. That puts me at 100, but we're strong. You have to trust me. And then I'm gonna cut the Train Stewards because I don't need them anymore. They did their job. I made my early game strong, and now I transition out of it. Scary. Crystal Cloak is very scary, but we have days, so I should be able to take multi-strike here. The worst enemy has 160 attack. Or sorry, 160 health, I mean. And we beat that. Okay. So Tethys is now banned, by the way. Sorry, Tethys. You're out. You've been voted off the island. Gonna feed armor as well, so What I will do is I will just leave Tethys in, and then if we happen to draw Tethys in time with the Relentless, cool. And not too bad. Sucks to suck, Tethys. The one in the back is likely to live longer. That card is so bad. What the fuck? I just paid 3 energy for 6 armor, 6 rage. The card's abysmal. Holy shit. Yeah, now we just have like 600, not 600 damage, what the fuck. We have a lot of damage sweep. The problem now that we want to contend with is mini bosses. I do want to play Pyre Chomper up here and then kill it because I get an incant for pinging it. And putting it elsewhere gives a harvest. Fledgling Imp is the land, that's what we want. Give me Fledgling Imp every time, please, thank you. I guess this run... We have great sweep damage, but we don't have great kill high health enemies in one turn damage. And that's gonna be what we're contending with for the remainder of this run. That's gonna be what we're thinking about from here moving forward. You can take your pick. There's a number of good answers to this. 1, 2, 3 rounds of stealth if I play like this. Should be fine here. We have good damage now. This is a long-term problem, not a short-term problem that I'm talking about. We are reasonably strong right now, I would say. If this is scales, it's okay. Harness the Titan is not okay. Cuddlehack's Guardian Stone, no way. Important work is guaranteed to have an imp to sacrifice, so the card is just make an imp free. Solid. Trinket shop here? I don't need anything from the steel shop because I didn't take the shark. We could also see melee weakness on strike, which would help a lot. Sorry, I turned into a microwave there for a second. I don't want any of these. Scorch Steel hurts me. I think this is a skip. I'm down to trade fire health for money right now, absolutely. 25 for 150 is solid. I'm gonna say I would think about a value stone here. X+2 on Spike of the Hellhorned. It's not terrible. It's pretty terrible. Going to buy 2 removals. I think the worst card in this deck right now is Frozen Lance. It might be Crystallis, but there's hope for Helical Crystallis. I don't think there's hope for Frozen Lance. And then we're gonna chain run into... Oh, I can't chain run into magic shops. That's right. This run has really bad generation. Because what I want is to just beef up and then triple Ritual of Battle. But I can't do that because it just didn't line up for me, unfortunately. I don't really like this turn. I'm gonna play Welder Helper. Not a great turn 1. I think this run is very muddy, but it's important for me to have a run like this, I feel, because I need to remember why I play the game the way that I play it, right? Because I need to just run out of steam on the Divinity in this run, because we can look back at this one after the fact and I can go, yeah, here's where I played too conservatively and lost. I play the way that I play this game because the Divinity will crunch you if you do not. The Divinity does not let you fuck around. I need to see that again. Yeah, okay. 'Cause what I do here is I play both offering tokens, and if I pull the spike, I did not. If you pull the spike there, you just rocket out both Pyre Chompers. I don't think I keep this unit. Yeah, no, I don't see why I would. I don't have enough draw. I have energy already. I've traded that out. I need to not be holding on to units like that. Do I have... No, this is like 200 damage. I don't have to worry about letting this Clipped Reflector live. Oh, now it just dies. Cool. I guess I take the Rage on this turn. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Or rather, I think it's more useful to just play it as 0. I don't think I care about it otherwise. Where is Tethys? Does Tethys not get draw priority? I think I've learned this before and it's very strange to me. But your champion doesn't actually get put on top like units do. Extremely weird. It's good here though. It's nice for me that it happens like this. Thought I was gonna draw Tethys in time with the Dark Shard and I was gonna lose my fucking mind. But no. This Fledgling Imp has just been fucking ruined. My man got screwed. Crazy. Both turns he was played, there was just no way to play him. Sorry, G. Tethys actually appears to have reverse draw priority where they put her on the bottom, where she belongs. I don't want to draw Tethys on this turn. I would rather draw Tethys on the next turn. I do play Tethys here, in case you're wondering. Yeah, I mean, it ends up where I draw 2 deadweights and the game says haha, but there's a chance that I get to play an extra imp by waiting on Tethys. But either way, it's fine. We do plenty of damage here. I'm holding the Silence Tome forever. It really doesn't matter when I play it. Just holding on. God, my instinct was to ping Tethys to play the Fledgling Imp. That was my gut reaction to that draw. How ridiculous would that be? Our rage scaling is low. Last Stand is good here. This is its time. It's not space, it's draw. I'm not playing this game on 5 draw. I have too many cards I need to reach. If there's a holdover here, this is a GG. We win. Oh, cool. Okay, I think we win the game. Use holdover Ritual Battle. Should be no problems now. Throw 2 -1s at Last Stand. I'm not gonna fuck around with it and go, ooh, what about Value Stone? What about this? What? I'm just gonna put 2 -1s in it. Actually, Permafrost is better. Pay 2 for it is better. You can play it on the turn you need it instead of having to throw it out at a suboptimal timing. It matters for that card too because it's like we're gonna hinge the run on it pretty much. Oh hey, it is actually melee weakness on strike. Cool. For the greater good's awful here. It's definitely melee weakness. Doesn't matter who it goes on. I have to think about if it goes on the front or second. It goes on the front at the end. This run should be cleaned up now pretty easily. I wonder if there's something to be said for playing the early game super conservatively because you can just high roll like this in the end game. I don't feel like it is because you gotta make plays that are gonna give you the highest odds of winning throughout. Armor 20 doesn't bother me here. This is a single heavy combat. It doesn't take long for Coldcaelia to kill a Gilded Wing now, because like I said when we worked it out originally, if you remember, pointed out Coldcaelia would be the draw here I want. No, too bad. Pointed out that 41 times 4 is pretty close to enough damage to just kill a heavy. You don't need a lot of scaling. There's not a far... oh, I should play Welder Helper first. That's a misplay. It's not a far bridge, though. We're doing 160, so you only have to scale like 100 for these enemies. Yeah. And then you can put a fledgling in front. You're dead. I silence and you're dead. I don't think it matters, so I should just take the incant for my for my Coldcaelias. I'm gonna call them silence. Yeah, definitely we want to silence this. You know, I guess ultimately if you get the kill, it's better to wait to silence the highest damage, which would be this turn where it is 25. Yeah, better to silence that than 15. I didn't think we had enough to kill though. But I'm not actually keeping track of the damage output we have here, to be honest with you. I just let it rock. Keeping track is a lot of work and I'm not interested. Oh, it's because of melee weakness. Sorry, I forgot we took melee weakness. Imagine if melee weakness was a normal upgrade. How different do you think the game would look if, like, instead of trample stone there was a melee weakness stone? I didn't even think about which one I put where, by the way. I'll think about that in the future. I got it and I just forgot about it. It's definitely better to put it in the middle. Or in the front, I should say. Not in the middle. But it's only in the middle because of the imps, of course. This imp that I leave here doesn't die. Got a horn break it. I'm good with playing Last Stand here as well. Go to 249 times 2. It's mostly good to just play it here because it's good to just get it done with. It's expensive and we want to get it done with whenever we have a convenient time to do it. I don't think there's anything to be said for splitting my Last Stand. Or splitting my rituals, I should say. Dude, I love how this Tethys has been working out for me, by the way. What a crazy champion. Wait, maybe Tethys is actually nuts. You just skip playing her until... You're not an imp, Tethys. You skip playing Tethys until the second time around and you play her like a Shadow Siege to just kill a boss. Is it really so doomed for young Tethys? I think it might be. I don't need another tome. There's more important cards I need to draw than that. One is enough. So yeah, I'm going to go duplicate now. I think the worst card in this deck is Crystallis. And then it's just Frozen Lance. Okay. You got here. Summons trigger an additional time. Cool. Don't need Totem Fragment. Multi-strike. Damn. Alright. I'm here to take another ritual, of course. We're going over by 10, but this should be all good now. I don't see a reason to keep Frozen Lance. The card is just a 1 energy incant, but that's not good here. I have Torch, I have Imps, there's better things to play. I'm okay with this. I don't want to remove anything else, so let's take Totem Fragment. Maybe it makes a difference somewhere. Maybe it kills a boss for me. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm learning here, maybe I'm gonna just change how I approach Monster Train. I've been thinking about it since I lost that run 2 days ago. Maybe I should just approach the game differently. But what if you miss? I guess you just die and you go, damn, that's unlucky. I mean, that's basically what I've been doing anyway, so... Not like it's that much of a leap, is it? This doesn't order well. I should have played the draw first. It's fine. And I'm going to put the melee weakness in the front. Here. Like so. Sorry, this turn's just got me like... It's got me locked up for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, no, I don't really know why I am struggling to make this play. What's this? The problem, I guess, with Coldcaelia in the melee weakness one in front is I don't want her... yeah, like she dies first, in theory. But we have Light Skiff, so who cares? Yeah, great counterpoint, Brain. Excellent job, Strawman. I don't know where the hell you came from. I really don't know how this guy keeps getting in here, but he made a great point this time. Who cares? We have light skip. The only thing that hits me is the boss, and the boss sweeps. The boss is the divinity there, by the way. I'm not actually thinking about this idiot. The only thing that we could add to this run for, like, our level, by the way, is trample. Otherwise, I think this is maybe one of the strongest sweep runs you could construct. It does look rather good. Do last stand here. I think the next time, because Seraph will come up here again. 1 turn from, or 2 turns from now. That's when we throw the last stand out. And we'll probably actually get the kill. I think the Seraph goes down 1, then has to come up again. Seraph is a deterministic boss. I've talked about boss patterns ad nauseum at this point though, so I won't go off on another boss pattern tangent here. But Sap Seraph has to follow this pattern, because he always has to go wherever the wherever he can apply his effect, basically. Same for Chaste. That's your abridged version of the knowledge. Go get him, Tethys. Pretty close. We got him to... He dies on the walk-up? No. Comes up at like 1 HP. Okay, if you don't mind here, I'm gonna go ahead and press end turn 3 times since the combat is over. I don't feel like playing the cards anymore. Goodbye, Farah. GG. Shake my hand. And we go to the Divinity. Can you tell what I was talking about at the start, by the way, now that you've listened to me for 30 minutes? Do you hear the strain in my voice? It's not like a crazy amount of strain or anything like that, but talking for extended periods of time is a little taxing, I feel. So, I've been playing it a little cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use Tethys here to bait out the Ember Drain, because Tethys is just going to die anyway. So, I don't see a reason to prolong Tethys' existence. Just kill Tethys and dodge the Ember Drain. And really, that's all Tethys needs to do. Doesn't even really need to do that, but you know. We have plenty of energy. This is not the Harvest Wave. I'm not gonna bank Fire Chompers or anything like that. Fudgling him down. Important work. There's Last Stand. I didn't think about the order again, I apologize. It ends up being fine. This one should be faster too, because the Divinity is always here. This wave, I don't think anything really threatens us, because again, base stats are good. And we have a lot of them. We have a very high amount of base stats. Thanks to Demon Fiend, actually. Maybe the best thing Demon Fiend has ever done for me. Now, this Coldcaelia at the back is at risk of dying. That is not an incorrect assessment. I think I just outpace the Divinity though, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I just win faster than he kills her. Also, I think the Coldcaelia in the front can solo the entire combat, so multiple reasons I think that this is not a concern. Do we get Silence Stone here? Yeah, no, we're 100% okay. I'm gonna discard Weight of Contrition. This is the turn where I want to hit Last Stand, because I just want to accelerate now. We're pretty much at escape velocity where 3 turns from now the combat ends. You could do the math and figure it out. I bet there's a slightly better timing to press that button. Does Transcendent give me enough? Almost. Very close. Too bad. Alright. I mean, kind of interesting. I guess the way that you look at this one, I don't know. Ultimately, I end up in the same thought process every time I play a run that ends up looking like this though, because what did I do here? I played a safe and conservative early game. I took no trials, I took nothing like that, and I high rolled, and I won the game. But what if I didn't hit, right? Like, what if I don't hit the holdover, or what if I miss multi-strike, right? What happens then? What happens in that case? Do I just lose? Because I played too safe? I don't know. Probably not. I think that maybe I just need... we're gonna move into this style for a bit, and we're gonna see where we end up. I want to lose a run because I played too safe in the early game and see what happens. Now, I think that playing too safe in the early game does not mean skipping unit drafts, right? I think unit drafts, that's like, you have to take those because the unit you see there changes the trajectory of the run. But I mean, like, you know, don't take lost luggage, just take the free early game relic instead. Something like that. Something to think about. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.